everyone, I am Nina Kane, tonight's host of the Socially Distant Show. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about why we are doing this. So many Vegas entertainers went from a full schedule of gigs to nothing. Lots of their side jobs are considered non-essential, so Nevada has closed those as well. Because so many contractors are 1099, they don't have health insurance, we're unable to collect unemployment, so we're just raising money to help these guys in their time of need. If you could just pause the video right now and go donate to our GoFundMe, that would be amazing. You'll find our link in the bio of Instagram or in the comments of the YouTube video. Thank you so much for your support. For tonight's show, we're featuring a woman who has been extremely successful in the Las Vegas entertainment business. She has graced the stage as a talented showgirl, dressed many showgirls around town with her beautiful costume designs, and she also runs her own business, Premier Showgirls. Without further ado, let's welcome Cari Byers.
Hello, everybody out there in the social distant world. I am Cari Byers from Premier Showgirls here in Las Vegas, and I'm super honored and stoked to be asked to be on an episode of the Socially Distant Show.
Thank you, Cari. Let's get started with the interview. Are you originally from Vegas? And if not, what brought you here? What shows and gigs did you perform in? And what was your audition like for Folies? How big was that cast?
So let me tell you a little bit about me. Like I said, I own Premier Showgirls. I've owned it for about 6 years. But what originally brought me to Vegas was a showgirl spot in the Folies Bergere. I ended up dancing in the Folies Bergere for about 12 years until it closed in 2009. It was a large Vegas production show that originated in France. There were probably about 60 to 70 people in the cast. I got the job through an audition, your very typical audition process. There were probably about 30 of us. We had numbers and danced and did the whole thing, and I was the super lucky one that got the job. I originally came here, I was going to stay and dance in the show for about 6 months and then move on and do something else. But I loved dancing in the show, I loved Las Vegas. Because we worked nights, it afforded me the opportunity to work during the day. I did a lot of hair shows, bridal shows, fashion shows, trade shows, industrials, so really, you could really supplement your income and work at night. And I loved working in Folies. We were a big, happy family, and it was, you know, the dream job. Like I said, I ended up staying there for 12 years until the show closed in 2009. And then I bounced around for a while until I bought Premier Showgirls 6 years ago. So actually 6 years ago this month. It was an agency I had worked for when I went back to freelancing after the Folies closed. And through a strange chain of events, I got the opportunity to purchase the company and take it over.
You were the successful owner of Premier Showgirls. Can you tell us what that entails? What do you do in the entertainment field in Vegas?
So what I do basically is everything. I do the social media marketing. I write proposals and quotes. I build the costumes, which is my favorite part, actually. And I book the talent, and I kind of do it all. I do have some people that help me on the back end when I get swamped, but generally it's me, you know, kind of doing everything. And I thought I would take you on a little tour of one of my costume storage rooms. So follow me. This is one of my rooms of feathers and sparkles and sequins. This is some of the costumes I use for Premier Showgirls. Most of the costumes I use for Premier Showgirls. Some new things I'm just creating. A little history of my costume experience. My mother was a costume designer, so I basically learned to sew as a child and worked my way through college at ASU in the dance department costume shop. I did a work study program there, so I learned all the basics that I needed to know, making performance wear and dance wear and that kind of thing. And then I kind of really didn't do anything with it while I danced professionally until after I started freelancing again and I started working for Premier Showgirls. She needed somebody that could sew, that could repair her costumes. So it kind of just led into me building the costumes for her. And then here we are with lots of costumes. I moved to Vegas, like I said, from Arizona, but I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's where I learned to sew.
Can you describe your creative process for making new costumes?
Some of the inspiration I get is from vintage costumes. I love Pinterest. I love vintage Hollywood musicals, vintage burlesque. So that's basically where I get a lot of my inspiration to build the costumes, is vintage things I see. These costumes, these right here, were inspired by an old Linda Carter musical number from one of her TV series. These were inspired by an old Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney movie I saw. And sometimes I'm just inspired by things I get. I recently acquired a large collection of costumes from a costume shop that went out of business here. So these are my newest creation. These are my cowgirl skirts. These were originally dresses that I got from that costume shop, and I cut them off and zhuzhed them up a little bit, and now they're my cowgirl skirts. So I just completed these. These are just other things I'm working on right now. Stuff I find, stuff clients request, and I zhuzh them up.
Where can we follow you online during the quarantine? Once this is over, where can someone reach you to book Showgirls at their next event?
And a couple places you can find me. I'm all over the internet. I'm on, like I said, I'm on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Premier Showgirls. I also have a website, premiershowgirls.com. You can contact me through there.
What uplifting message do you have for those watching?
Once this is over, Vegas is going to be an amazing place to come again. We all stick together. We're a great group of talented people. So we're just working behind the scenes, getting everything zhuzhed up and ready to be greater than ever. So peace.
Thank you, Cari. And if you're a performer interested in being featured here, we'll be accepting submissions via email at thesociallydistantshow@gmail.com. Well, that's it for tonight's Socially Distant Show. We hope it made you smile in this crazy time. So if you're able, just hop on over to the GoFundMe and donate, and we will see you tomorrow.